Was Chavez always a Marxist, or was it an opportunistic Marxism?
No, actually, how it happened is Chavez makes a coup d'etat in 1992 that fails. And then in 1994, Fidel Castro invites him to Havana, Cuba, with the excuse that they were going to inaugurate the Simón Bolívar house. Because another thing that these guys have done is they take our founding fathers, who were actually very classical liberals. Simón Bolívar admired the founding fathers of the United States. But they take these figures and they mutate them to become Marxists. When he invites him in 1994, he explains to him the whole plan of trying to win democratic elections. But Chavez wasn't Fidel's first choice. He wanted Lula from Brazil. But then when he saw that Chavez had more chance of winning in Venezuela, they started investing on him. In the intellect. What Cuba provides is always the intelligence, but Cuba has always needed resources. So when the Soviet Union collapsed, they opened to tourism, right? And they opened to drug dealing. And then the oil of Venezuela financed that strategy. And that's when Chavez starts becoming Marxist.
Yeah. What is the alternative to that? Because I think a lot of these successes in terms of actually democratically electing socialists is a reaction to something that's not great. It's a reaction to insiders kind of gaming the system. I actually think we have the same dynamic in this country. Not just AOC, but that entire generation of millennials, they grew up watching Democrats and Republicans bail out Wall Street.
Yes.
And they're like, I guess that's capitalism.
Exactly.
So the alternative to capitalism, well, I guess that's socialism, but there's some problems with that. So let's call it democratic socialism.
Yeah.
Is that the same dynamic in Latin America?
It's exactly the same. We come from feudal economies where different oligarchies in the big industries like coffee or cement or beer have had huge monopolies, and they have been getting favors from the government since the 19th century, and people confuse that with capitalism. So they say, okay, it's the time of the people. Enough with the conservative oligarchs that also don't want to talk about serious issues that are happening in our countries, right? Like abortion, the war on drugs, prostitution, trafficking of people. These issues, the conservatives have for decades ignored, and they think that if they just shove it down like a big carpet, it's gonna disappear. So the left takes this new brands of, if you are gay, come with us. If you worry about the environment, come with us. If you want to legalize marijuana so you can smoke pot, come with us. And all these flags makes socialism attractive to millennials. So you're like stuck in two extremes that at the end benefit from each other, because because socialists hate free market, and because of the lack of free market, these oligarchies can be in power forever. So it's like two aspects of the same extreme, and that's why the libertarian proposal and the objectivist philosophy can do a lot to offer. That's why I wrote two books, like How to Talk to a Progressive and How to Talk to a Conservative, in the sense of saying, listen, this is the libertarian offer. Neither the socialists, neither the conservatives are talking about these proposals.